Alright, we're going to drop a bonus video tonight. It's your boy CJ Goodfella back with the Boxing Clinic and more. Currently watching some baseball highlights on ESPN and all the injuries just going down in training camp right in the NFL. Shout out to the LDBC one time for the one time. And don't forget to check out our links in the description to Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and our new podcast and college sports page as well. Check that out in the description. And I'll explain a little bit more in the video later in the video towards the end, alright? Mikey doubled down or tripled down on his claim that he wanted to fight Errol Spence next and told it to the public. Errol Spence didn't even have to step in the ring with him. I knew Errol Spence wouldn't step in the ring with him because that's not his style. But hopefully September 8th, Barclays Center, Brooklyn, New York, he step in the ring and call out Danny and Shawn. I understand that people like him believe it's beneath him. He doesn't need to call people out. Sometimes, and everything else is failing. You calling them out. You trying to get a fight behind the scenes. They ducking you in the public and brush you off. Sometimes you got to get that FaceTime in the public eye. And when you get that FaceTime in the public eye, in the heat of the moment, them guys are going to commit to fight you. Or if they don't, they're going to like a pussy in the public's eye view. You know what I'm saying? But once they commit to fight you or look like a punani, they're going to have to fight you or they're going to be pressuring to fight you. But, it was no need for Errol to step in the ring tonight with Mikey, even though I would like to him to step in the ring. And, you really going to fight me, bro? All that shit you've been talking. But obviously Mikey doubled down on it. He said he wanted to fight Errol next. His dad and his brother don't want it, but he wants to fight him. Tonight he didn't really dominate Errol Easter Jr. with extreme great power or didn't dog walk him and fold him like some people thought he was. And I told people that Robert Easter Jr. had too much pride and heart to let Mikey Garcia knock him out, all right? I told people that, but yeah, man. I don't think he's ready for Errol Spence. He ain't no Roberto Duran, bro. He ain't no Sugar Shane Mosley. It ain't them two guys that made the jump from 35 to 47 and did it successfully. He don't have that type of natural. He don't have that size. You know what I'm saying? See, Roberto Duran was squeezing down to 35. Shane Mosley had that body type to move up, put the muscle on, and still be fast and quick. You know what I'm saying? And Roberto Duran still was athletic. He still naturally hit hard. He legitimately was squeezing down to 35, just to do it, And Mikey he started off at 126, but he's more of a 135 pounder anyway, because in the amateurs he fought at 132. So he was squeezing down to 126 just to do it as well. So he right around the same natural kind of frame that Roberto Duran started at. I think Shane Mosley started at 135. But, he just don't have those traits to me. He's a very, very good fighter, very skillful fighter. Got a lot of technique and fundamentals, but Duran was just a dog. Duran just had natural power. Shane Mosley had natural speed and power that just translated. It's just being a freak of nature. And I don't see Mikey body type. I don't see Mikey even punching hard enough at 35 to even think that he's going to jump two weight classes and go Donkey Kong, all right? I don't see it, go ham. I don't see it. Legitimately, I don't see him having those type of traits that Roberto Duran and Sugar Shane Mosley had to jump two weight classes from 35 to 47 and compete with Errol Spence. I don't see the flashy speed. He got good speed. He got good explosiveness. He got a good one, too. I don't see the bone-crushing power. I don't see it. And I honestly think he may be making a mistake. But if he believes in himself, he wants to step up. He wants to jump up two weight classes and show out other welterweights that's been ducking Errol Spence. Let him be it. Let it be, because he's showing more testosterone and more fortitude and more nuts and balls, whatever you want to say it, than welterweights themselves. Guys that walk around at 154. Guys that used to be middleweights in the amateurs at 165 like Shawn Porter. Guys like Danny Garcia, who've been at 147 for a minute and grown into the weight class, are scared to fight him. Keith Thurman went away with injuries and went to go hide and creating babies. Is scared to go scared and hide from Errol Spence. That's what the public believes. And a little white lightweight is going to move up two weight classes and challenge Errol Spence. You should be ashamed. And I think potentially this might have a Triple G Kell Brook type effect. And I said it way before they said it on the telecast today on Showtime. And what I mean by that is, Mikey might expose something to Errol Spence. He might take Errol Spence longer than what people expected. He may make Keith Thurman brave enough to get in there with Errol. He may make Danny and Shawn Winner brave enough to get in there with Errol. So that's what you're looking at. But Errol said there's no way, no how that Mikey gonna beat him. He said he give him a chance, but He said he ain't strong enough. He ain't going to hurt him. He said he welcomed that fight. Errol accepts the challenge. He said he welcomed that fight. He said bring it on. He put a name on his resume. And he said let's do it. You know, he said you don't see Mikey Garcia beating him. And he said he told Ellie Sackback on the other day that he tired of, Mikey Garcia and his team using his name. He said he's sick of that shit, man. He said they better stop saying my name. So he already angry. He looked a little bit heavy tonight. You know, he is in between fights, but he looked a little bit angry and irritated when he keep asking about Mikey Garcia. It's nothing that Errol want, but guess what? There ain't no other fight available for Errol to take that's going to make that much money, you know? So it looked like that might be headed. We're going to talk a little bit about it later tomorrow or later today. That fight looked like it might be headed towards pay-per-view Showtime with Deontay Wilder possibly fighting somebody on the undercard or fighting with him. So, you know, that's going to be a pay-per-view because Showtime got a mystery pay-per-view. And that's what the business is going to be, man. And at the end of the day, I'll take it. You know, Mikey is a worthy opponent. I don't know if he's a worthy welterweight opponent. But remember, Mikey was talking about going up, jumping 3 weight classes to fight Miguel Cotto at 154. So he been reaching for the stars, and he knows he's been pro for 12 years. He looked like, man, don't nobody really know the fuck I am still. You know, I could do good numbers at the Staples Center in Texas, you know, but outside of the West Coast, man, nobody really knows who Mikey Garcia is. You know what I'm saying? So now he wants to take that risk and try to get that notoriety. But then you had Errol Spence speaking on Shawn Duck Porter. And Shawn Porter apparently had a child. You know what I'm saying? Congratulations to Shawn Porter becoming a new father. So I'm happy for Shawn. But, you know, Shawn said he would be open to fighting Errol. And Errol kind of G-checked him, you know, when he got his interview saying that they always saying my name when they got a fight coming up. But when ain't no fight being made, when ain't no fight signed, don't nobody say Errol Spence's name, you know. He said they always saying my name when they got a fight. But when it's time, when ain't no fight up, when they free, they don't say my name, and that's factual right there, man. And that's what they gonna do. Everybody know that's what they gonna do. You know, he said he feel that, you know, that he can get the fight. You know, he kind of been promised the fight. But still, the duck moves that Shawn and Danny pulled, Errol knows it's a possibility that he may not get that fight. And that's why you're going to continue to go ahead and fight Mikey Garcia. You got to make that guap. Remember, he fought once last May, and now he's fighting 3 times this year. He fought in January, he fought in June, and now he's going to fight in December, probably on this mystery Showtime pay-per-view. He deserves it. So at the end of the day, you know, he need to fight now because he don't know what's going to be next. He don't know what Shawn Porter and Danny Garcia when they're going to fight him in the first quarter next year, which is that's what they promising him. Well, you don't know if it's going to be, you know, in the third or fourth quarter or the second quarter. So at the end of the day, he could fight Mikey. If you beat Mikey, he could turn around and beat Yugas. And then he could try to track down Shawn and Danny, or he could track down Shawn and Danny after the Mikey Garcia fight. But we know Shawn and Danny ain't too active fighters, especially when it's a dude like Errol Spence on the other side of the pendulum, man. But he told Shawn, man, they should have had them on together. You know, he was sitting right next to Shawn, and he knows Shawn don't want to fight him. You know, Shawn and Kenny gonna pop all that shit off, and they ain't gonna fight him, man. You know, and Danny might not fight him, or they might go make him wait. And that's a shame, man, which we're gonna get into that a lot more tomorrow. But it's a shame, man, that these fighters are ducking and hiding or making excuses like Kenny said, well, Al Heyman is protecting him, PBC are protecting Errol Spence. Ain't nobody believing that, bro. Ain't nobody buying that. Who you think we are, from some fools? You know, and if Shawn beat Danny, and he doing a lot of talking about Danny, he needs to go ahead and run it with Errol Spence. We don't want to hear nothing about Keith Thurman. We don't want to hear nothing about you need a title defense or you need to warm up. We want to see Shawn Porter or Danny Garcia winner versus Errol Spence. And that's really, really square business, man. That's square biz. Other than that, I'm on their head. If they don't fight Shawn, if Shawn and Danny winner, Danny Garcia and Shawn Porter winner, they don't fight Errol Spence next, I'm on their head, bro. It's going to be worse than Joshua. And people say, well, you know, you guys, you know, the LDBC and black channels don't talk about black people. Oh, yes, we do. Anti-Joshua black, you know what I'm saying? You know, we going to get on Shawn Porter, and Shawn Porter, if he do it, he black. And Danny Garcia want to be urban as well. We're going to get on his head as well, too. It ain't no complexion for the selection. You know, we take them all, no matter what they are. But it's the Boxing Clinic and more. It's your boy CJ Goodfellow, one time for the one time. And I see Christopher Diaz, top-ranked Puerto Rican prospect, lost tonight. Man, Top Rank got the WBO belt. Now, if Top Rank ain't got, if they ain't got options on old boy, they can, you know, tank and unify, become undisputed possibly. But don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Also, we got the new podcast, Raw and Uncut. Just click the link, sign up with your Facebook and Google at CastBox, either on the Android app, the Apple app, or on the web page as well. Also, got the new college sports page popping off. So check that out if you're into college football and basketball. We're going to get that revved up really, really soon. Share the video, subscribe. One time for the one time. We gone.